Dawn breaks over northwestern Georgia, September 19th, 1863. General James Longstreet peers through morning fog at Union positions across Chickamauga Creek. His train from Virginia arrived yesterday, 11,000 veterans hungry for battle. Today, tactical genius meets opportunity. 70,000 men converge. History holds its breath. Major General William Rosecrans believes he's won. His Tennessee campaign drove Confederates from Chattanooga's vital railroads. Victory tastes sweet until scouts report enemy reinforcements massing in darkness. Pride blinds commanders. Confidence kills armies. The trap springs shut while Rosecrans dreams of triumph. Dawn will shatter his illusions completely. I'm Private Sam Watkins, 1st Tennessee Infantry. My boots have holes. Haven't eaten since yesterday. The man beside me, Johnny from Memphis, keeps talking about his sweetheart's letters. We crouch behind fallen timber, waiting. My hands shake loading my rifle. Not from fear, from hunger. War empties you before bullets fly. Colonel John Wilder's Indiana Cavalry holds the northern flank, armed with Spencer repeating rifles 7 shots without reloading. Revolutionary. At first light, shadows emerge from tree lines. Confederate skirmishers advance cautiously. Wilder raises his hand. Wait, wait. His voice cuts the silence. Fire. Thunder erupts. The forest explodes. Chickamauga begins. You've never seen forest combat. Imagine fighting blind. Smoke chokes every breath. Trees block your sight beyond 20 yards. Muzzle flashes become targets. You shoot at sounds. Pray you're killing enemies, not friends. Branches shred from bullets. Bark explodes. Men scream without faces. This isn't battle. It's murder in fog. General Braxton Bragg despises his own officers. They return the sentiment. While battle rages, Confederate commanders argue orders instead of obeying them. Bragg demands piecemeal attacks one division, then another, never coordinated. His forces bleed strength, attacking fortified positions separately. By noon, thousands lie dead. Dysfunction costs blood. Johnny's gone. Took a mini-A ball through his throat. Drowned in blood before I could help. I keep loading, firing, loading. My shoulders bruised from recoil. Barrels so hot I can't touch it. The oak tree we're hiding behind looks like Swiss cheese. Still holding this position. For what? Nobody knows. Rosecrans gallops between positions, gathering reports. Every message contradicts the last. His staff officers shout conflicting information. Forest terrain creates chaos. Units become lost. Generals fight blind. By afternoon, Union lines somehow hold despite confusion. Then Captain Kellogg delivers written orders to General Thomas Wood. Everything changes. One message rewrites history. Wood reads the order twice. Move your division left. Fill a gap. He stares at his position. No gap exists. His troops anchor the center. Moving creates disaster. Yet, orders come directly from Rosecrans. Disobey the commanding general? Court-martial awaits. Wood chooses duty over judgment. His division marches away. Catastrophe opens. Longstreet can't believe his eyes. A quarter-mile gap materializes in Union lines undefended. Impossible? Perfect. He turns to his brigade commanders. No words necessary. 20,000 Virginia veterans understand immediately. Fix bayonets. Form assault columns. This moment decides everything. Longstreet raises his sword. Attack! The Confederate avalanche explodes through empty space. Union soldiers turn, seeing gray masses where none should exist. Panic spreads faster than wildfire. Officers scream unheard commands. Regiments dissolve. Men throw down rifles, fleeing toward Chattanooga. I watch our right flank disappear. We're surrounded. Johnny died for nothing. Rosecrans himself rides directly into the breakthrough. Aides grab his horse's reins, screaming warnings. Bullets snap past his head close enough to hear. The commanding general barely escapes, galloping toward safety. He abandons 14,000 soldiers still fighting desperately. Leadership evaporates when needed most. The army commander runs, but George Thomas refuses to break. The Virginian who chose Union over birthplace now becomes stone. His divisions form defensive lines on Snodgrass Hill and Horseshoe Ridge. Confederate waves crash against these positions repeatedly, breaking like ocean surf. Thomas stands immovable. Today earns him an immortal name, the Rock of Chickamauga. Lieutenant William Mendenhall positions 6 guns on a slight rise. As Confederates charge uphill, He switches ammunition to canister tin cans filled with iron balls, transforming cannons into giant shotguns. Each blast cuts lanes through advancing ranks. They come anyway. Mendenhall's crews load faster, fire faster. Barrels glow red. Men collapse from heat. You're holding that stone wall with Wisconsin boys. Ammunition's gone. You're searching. Dead men's cartridge boxes, fingers shaking. A sharpshooter kills your captain's horse. He continues fighting on foot, voice hoarse, uniform torn, sword broken. Your throat burns from biting paper cartridges. Powder coats your lips. Everything tastes like death. Darkness finally falls. Thomas receives withdrawal orders. We slip away carrying wounded comrades, leaving thousands dead behind. Confederate campfires flicker across the battlefield like stars. I'm alive. Johnny's not. Neither are thousands of others. The forest keeps them now. My hands won't stop shaking. Casualty reports arrive at headquarters. Union losses, 16,000. Confederate, 18,000. Combined, 34,000 men in 2 days. Nearly 30% of everyone engaged became casualties. The creek earns its Cherokee name's dark prophecy, River of Death. America's bloodiest 2-day battle ends. Survivors envy the dead. Longstreet writes his report by candlelight. Perfect tactical execution exploiting the gap, shattering enemy lines, driving Union forces from the field. Yet strategic victory eludes him. The enemy escaped. Chattanooga remains contested. Tomorrow brings more fighting, more dying. Victory without decisive results tastes like ashes. War grinds on endlessly. President Lincoln receives telegrams in Washington. Another battle, more death. Contested outcome, he needs new leadership for the Western Theater. His choice, Ulysses Grant. The Chattanooga siege breaks within months. Chickamauga, though technically Confederate victory, changes nothing. The Union juggernaut rolls forward. Southern blood buys nothing but time. Years later, I write these memories. Chickamauga haunts me still. I see Johnny's face, hear his drowning gasps, smell powder and blood, feel September heat. The forest remembers what official reports cannot individual soldiers' terror, courage, suffering. Through my words, the dead speak. Their sacrifice demands witness. I survived to tell their stories. The wounded overwhelm every building for miles. Surgeons operate without sleep, amputating shattered limbs. Screams echo through darkness. Morphine supplies vanish. Women and children tend dying strangers from both armies. The forest battlefield becomes a vast cemetery. Shallow graves mark where thousands fell. Many bodies never receive burial, decomposing where they dropped. Consider this. Chickamauga represents the Confederacy's last major Western victory. Every subsequent battle brings defeat. Chattanooga falls. Atlanta burns. Sherman marches to the sea. The South bleeds irreplaceable strength. Longstreet's brilliant breakthrough ultimately means nothing strategically. Momentum belongs to Union industrial might now. The outcome becomes inevitable. Historians debate Rosecrans' fatal error endlessly. Why create that gap? Miscommunication? Staff incompetence? Fog of war? The answer matters less than consequences. One mistake, one misplaced division, one poorly worded order determines outcomes. War forgives nothing. Command demands impossible perfection. Rosecrans failed catastrophically when it mattered most. Thomas becomes the hero. Rosecrans becomes the scapegoat. Fair? Irrelevant. Lincoln relieves Rosecrans within weeks. Thomas receives promotion. History remembers who stood firm and who fled to safety. One battle defines entire careers, elevating some, destroying others. Reputation matters more than truth sometimes. The narrative hardens into permanent judgment. You're brag now, having won the field. Should you pursue the fleeing Union Army? Destroy them completely? Your officers beg for aggressive action. But fear whispers, what if it's a trap? Caution replaces aggression. You order siege instead of pursuit. This decision haunts Confederate history. Opportunity lost cannot be recovered. Walk today's preserved battlefield. Monuments mark where regiments fought and died. Cannon stand silent on ridges where they roared continuously. Over 1,600 markers tell stories. Blood-soaked earth remembers what textbooks cannot capture. The forest grew back. Birds sing. Peace reigns, yet ghosts linger in shadows. History breathes here. Consider the paradox. Longstreet did everything right tactically, yet achieved nothing strategically. Exploited enemy mistakes brilliantly, shattered opposing forces completely, gained empty victory. This defines the Confederate war effort. Tactical excellence cannot overcome strategic impossibility. Superior generalship cannot replace superior resources. Mathematics determines outcomes. The South miscalculated fatally. Colonel Wilder's Spencer repeating rifles demonstrate technology's power. 7 shots versus 1 provides overwhelming advantage. Yet the Union Army possesses few Spencers. Imagine entire divisions carrying them. Innovation reshapes warfare fundamentally. Progress cannot be stopped by courage alone. The Industrial Revolution determines military outcomes now. The future kills the past. Nurses tend wounded without distinction. Union and Confederate soldiers lie side by side in makeshift hospitals. Pain erases differences. Young men who murdered each other hours ago now share water and comfort. I watch a Georgia boy hold a dying Ohio soldier's hand, whispering prayers. War's brutality reveals humanity's contradictions, endless cruelty, and bottomless compassion. Generals decide. Soldiers pay. This eternal truth haunts Chickamauga. Bragg's incompetence, Rosecrans's error, Longstreet's brilliance, all measured in blood. 34,000 casualties. Widows, orphans, shattered families. Statistics represent destroyed lives. Numbers cannot capture human cost. Every casualty had a name, a mother. Dreams now buried in Georgia earth. You're trying to command in this forest nightmare. Visibility extends 20 yards maximum. Smoke blinds you. Units become lost. Yards from their positions. Reinforcements arrive at wrong locations. Friendly fire kills dozens. Officers shout unheard commands. Plans collapse instantly. Chaos reigns absolutely. In such conditions, adaptation matters more than strategy. Survival becomes victory. Confederate railroads performed logistical miracles, moving Longstreet's corps from Virginia. The journey required multiple rail lines, different track gauges, constant transfers. Soldiers marched between disconnected networks, yet they arrived battle-ready. Southern infrastructure, though inferior to Northern, occasionally achieved remarkable feats. Desperation breeds innovation. Necessity mothers invention. Determination overcomes obstacles temporarily. After Chickamauga, both sides understand war's evolution. Earlier battles seemed almost civilized compared to this industrial slaughter. Casualty numbers that once shocked now seem routine. 3,000 dead? Normal? 10,000 wounded? Expected. America's innocence dies in Tennessee forests. The nation learns war's true face. Romanticism evaporates. Horror remains. Picture yourself in that gap as 20,000 Confederates emerge from smoke, seeing enemy masses where none should exist, understanding instantly that death approaches. Your training means nothing. Your courage cannot help. Overwhelming force decides everything. Some men freeze, others run. A few fight uselessly. All die or flee. No other options exist. I'm with Thomas, on Snodgrass Hill. We're surrounded. Ammunition's nearly gone. Confederates keep attacking. Should we retreat? The general stands like carved stone. His voice never wavers. We hold this ground. His determination becomes contagious. If he won't run, neither will I. One man's courage inspires thousands. Leadership manifests through personal example. Battlefield archaeologists continue uncovering Chickamauga's secrets. Metal detectors find bullets, buttons, personal items. Each artifact speaks. A flattened canteen stopped a bullet, saving someone's life. A broken pocket watch marks the exact moment its owner died. Confederate and Union belt buckles lie intermingled. Physical evidence makes history tangible. Immediate. Heartbreakingly real. Military academies study Chickamauga endlessly. The battle offers lessons in communication failures, tactical opportunity exploitation, defensive determination. Staff colleges analyze Longstreet's breakthrough and Thomas's stand. What worked? What failed? Why? Understanding past mistakes supposedly prevents future ones. Yet, wars continue. Lessons remain unlearned. Human nature changes little. History repeats endlessly. Veterans spoke little about Chickamauga afterward. The close-range forest fighting. The confusion. The carnage surpassed previous battles' horror. Some experiences cannot be verbalized. Words fail. The forest kept their secrets locked inside minds. Only nightmares revealed what mouths could not. I understand their silence now. Some memories poison speech itself. The Cherokee named this place centuries ago Chickamauga, River of Death. Long before white men fought here, violence stained this ground. Now it earned its name anew. Geography shapes destiny. Certain locations seem fated for bloodshed. The creek ran red in September 1863, fulfilling ancient prophecy. The land remembers. Supply shortages plagued both armies critically. Confederates lacked food, shoes, ammunition. Union logistics functioned better, but still faced challenges. Wounded men needed medical supplies unavailable. Horses starved. Artillery rationed shells. Modern war demands industrial production. Agricultural societies cannot compete. The Confederacy's doom was written in supply ledgers before battles began. Photographers arrived after the fighting stopped. Their cameras captured dead soldiers, destroyed landscapes, war's brutal reality. These images shocked Northern civilians profoundly. No longer could people ignore battlefield horror. Photography brought death home. The dead stared from newspaper pages accusingly. America confronted its self-inflicted wounds. Innocence became impossible. Truth replaced propaganda. Rosecrans' headquarters in Chattanooga became a prison after Chickamauga. Surrounded, besieged, starving slowly, his army ate horses. Civilians fled. The general who fled the battlefield now experienced entrapment's desperation. Grant's arrival ended the siege. Rosecrans' relief from command followed immediately. Redemption eluded him permanently. One day's failure destroyed his career. You're Longstreet arguing with Bragg. Pursue them. Destroy Rosecrans completely. Bragg refuses, fearing traps that don't exist. Caution replaces aggression. This decision haunts Confederate history eternally. Imagine if pursuit had annihilated the Union Army. Would the war's trajectory change? Speculation tempts endlessly, but history records only what happened. Opportunities vanish forever. Battlefield surgeons faced impossible conditions. Anesthesia existed, but supplies ran out quickly. They amputated without sterilization. Infections killed more than bullets ultimately. Wounded men faced agonizing choices. Risk surgery's agony or accept gangrene's certainty. Medical personnel worked heroically with medieval tools. Their dedication saved thousands despite facing insurmountable obstacles daily. The battle sounds carried 10 miles. Civilians heard continuous roaring that never stopped for 2 days. Terrified families huddled in cellars. Children covered their ears, crying. Some fled. Others prepared bandages for the wounded they knew would come. The earth itself shook. 2 days of sustained thunder. Silence afterward felt unnatural, ominous, haunted. Unit cohesion determined who lived or died. Regiments maintaining formation survived. Those breaking perished. Experienced veterans understood this instinctively. Raw recruits learned immediately or died learning. In chaos, organization provides the only advantage. Training, leadership, mutual trust, these intangibles decide outcomes. Cohesive units held Snodgrass Hill. Fragmented ones dissolved into panicked mobs. I think about individual choices constantly now. Each soldier deciding to stand or run affected history. Thousands of small decisions created Chickamauga's result. History credits generals exclusively, but we common soldiers determined victory through countless courage acts or panic moments. The collective will mattered most. We wrote history with our blood and choices. Burial details faced nightmarish work afterward. Thousands of corpses in September heat decomposed rapidly. Identifying bodies became impossible. Mass graves received unnamed dead. Markers guessed at identities. Many soldiers simply vanished, their fates unknown to families, waiting for letters that would never arrive. War consumes individuals utterly. The forest swallowed them whole. You're studying this battle at West Point decades later. Chickamauga tested every military principle: force concentration, terrain exploitation, leadership under pressure, tactical flexibility, strategic vision. Both armies demonstrated brilliance and catastrophic failure simultaneously. The battle became a comprehensive case study. Yet studying war differs profoundly from experiencing it. Books smell nothing like blood. Local civilians suffered regardless of victor. Armies devoured food supplies. Soldiers foraged aggressively, taking everything. Homes became hospitals. Fields became graveyards. Communities recovered slowly, incompletely. War's devastation extended far beyond combatants. Innocent people paid for politicians' decisions. This injustice defines war's fundamental nature. The powerless suffer for the powerful's ambitions. The gap opened because Rosecrans reinforced a position based on outdated intelligence. By the time Wood's division moved, the supposed gap had closed. Creating a real gap while filling an imaginary one epitomizes the fog of war. Information delay kills armies. Communication failures doom campaigns. Modern warfare demands instant, accurate intelligence. Chickamauga proved this bloodily. Longstreet's Virginia veterans performed magnificently despite exhaustion and starvation. These professional soldiers had fought Gettysburg months earlier, marched hundreds of miles by rail, then immediately engaged in Tennessee. Their endurance seems superhuman. Yet they were ordinary men pushed beyond normal limits. War extracts impossible performances from flesh and will. Humans surprised themselves in extremity. Artillery played limited roles here. Forest terrain restricted cannon deployment. Guns needed clear firing lanes. Trees blocked shells. Artillerists fought at severe disadvantage. Infantry dominated this battlefield. Yet when cannons did engage effectively, their impact devastated. Mendenhall's guns shredded Confederate charges wholesale. Technology requires proper tactical employment. Environment determines weapon effectiveness. Night brought no peace. Sporadic firing continued. Soldiers shot at muzzle flashes, frequently hitting friends in darkness. Wounded men cried out, unable to distinguish ally from enemy. Darkness amplified fear exponentially. Both sides welcomed dawn despite knowing daylight meant renewed slaughter. Night fighting confused and killed. Darkness multiplied terror. The forest became hell's anteroom. I watched Confederate generals argue while battle rages. Bragg's subordinates openly question his competence. Personal conflicts undermine military efficiency. Longstreet arrived with Virginia's prestige, creating instant tension with Western commanders. Egos clash while men die. Unity of command determines outcomes. Confederate leadership dysfunction crippled tactical advantages repeatedly. Pride kills armies. The Army of the Cumberland rebuilt after Chickamauga, incorporating hard-earned lessons. Defeat taught more than victory ever could. Survivors understood forest combat now. They knew how to maintain cohesion under overwhelming pressure. Grant's arrival brought new leadership, but we battle-hardened soldiers provided the foundation. We learned in blood. Knowledge cost lives. September heat. Exhausted men already pushed beyond limits. Dust clouds choked soldiers. Water sources became desperately contested. Men died from heat stroke alongside bullet wounds. Nature remained indifferent to human suffering. The forest witnessed slaughter without judgment. Trees stood silent. Creeks ran red. Earth absorbed blood endlessly. Weather killed as efficiently as bullets. You're analyzing strategy years later. Chickamauga represented the Confederacy's Western theater high watermark. After this victory, only defeats followed. Union resources, manpower, industrial capacity overwhelmed Southern resistance inexorably. One battle changed nothing strategically while costing everything tactically. The Confederacy won its way toward inevitable defeat. Mathematics determined destiny. Silence after battle feels surreal. Gunfire stops. Smoke clears slowly. Wounded men's moans replace combat's roar. I walk among bodies, searching for friends. Finding them hurts worse than not finding them. The living sometimes envy the dead. We survivors face memories that never fade. Chickamauga scarred souls permanently. No victory or defeat erases what we witnessed. Do battles matter if they change nothing? Historians debate Chickamauga's significance endlessly. Confederate victory altered nothing strategically. Union forces recovered quickly. Yet battles matter profoundly to those who fight them. 34,000 casualties represent individual tragedies beyond historical analysis. Each number was someone's son, husband, father, friend. Johnny was my friend. That matters to me. Today, the battlefield feels peaceful. Trees grow where men fell. Birds sing where rifles roared. Nature reclaimed the land completely, yet monuments stand witness. Preserved ground honors sacrifice. You visitors walk these paths, trying to imagine unimaginable horror. The park teaches through quiet contemplation. History lives in sacred ground. The dead rest here still. I see the paradoxes clearly now. Tactical brilliance and strategic failure coexisted. Longstreet demonstrated masterful opportunity exploitation. Bragg squandered victory through inaction. Units fought heroically for doomed causes. War rarely provides clear narratives. Complexity defines military history. Simple lessons elude us always. Questions outnumber answers eternally. Understanding remains incomplete forever. Consider September 19th, 1863, as transformation, not in the war's trajectory that continued toward Union victory inexorably, but in America's understanding of war itself. Industrial age combat revealed its true face here. The nation confronted mechanized slaughter's reality directly. Romantic notions died alongside soldiers. Modern warfare began. Innocence ended. Horror persisted. Both armies demonstrated extraordinary courage. Union soldiers held impossible positions. Confederates charged overwhelming fire repeatedly. Ordinary men performed superhuman acts. Their sacrifice demands eternal remembrance. Political causes fade. Ideology evolves. But individual courage remains timeless. Chickamauga honors all who fought, regardless of cause or outcome. Memory preserves their dignity against time's erosion. The creek still flows through northwestern Georgia. Its Cherokee name echoes across time, River of Death. On September 19, 1863, prophecy fulfilled itself. Longstreet's ambush crushed Rosecrans's army. Thomas stood like stone. 34,000 fell. The nation bled. I survived to tell this. History remembers. Chickamauga's lesson remains: war costs everything, always.